Hello everyone, can you hear me? My name is Chi and today, thank you for joining our new product launch webinar. Today we are very excited to introduce 4 new industrial computing products designed for modular computers and smart control in diverse applications. And so our session today is divided into 2 main parts. Okay, so here is a quick look at our agenda. So for the first part, we will take you guys through our latest Node series module computers, the NODE-I916, and this is powered by the Intel Core Ultra platform, and the NODE-I721. This is built on the Alder Lake N platform. And then in part 2, we will introduce 2 updated smart industrial controllers. The first one is the KMDA-3306, and this is optimized for industrial automation. And the KMDA-2632, and this is designed for smart security applications. And as always, our customer solution manager, Reese, will walk you guys through the key features of each product. So during this webinar, please feel free to leave your question in the chat box, and we will answer them during our Q&A session at the end. Let's welcome Reese to introduce our products. Reese.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Grace. Today I will introduce 4 production. Okay, let's begin with the Node series. First, I want to introduce our Node series. This is a roadmap from the Coffee Lake to our new product is the Intel Alder Lake N series, and another is Intel Arrow Lake, the 721 equipped with Alder Lake N series, and another, the I916 is equipped with Arrow Lake and Media Lake. Okay. Next is some specification about these 2 new products. The NODE-I916. The CPU is Intel Media Lake, or the Arrow Lake is the Ultra 5 series. And another is I721. It is equipped with the Intel Alder Lake N series, like the N150. About the memory, it can support the DDR5. The display have 2 signals. One is DP 2.1 and another is HDMI 2.1. And another is the EDP connector. You can connect it, the EDP on the screen. And about the 21, it also have 2 display signal. One is the DP 1.4 and another is HDMI 2.1. About the I/O function, the 916 have 2 USB 3 and 10 USB 2, and the 21 has 4 USB 3 and 8 USB 2. About the serial ports, there are 4 UART signal, and about the PCIe signal, The I916 has 4 PCIe X1 and 1 PCIe X4 and 1 PCIe X2. And about the 21, it has 3 PCIe X1. Okay, about the storage, the 16 has 2 SATA 3, and you can choose the 2 PCIe X1 signal. And another 21 also has 2 SATA 3. You can option to 2 PCIe X1 signal. And about the audio, they all has 1 high differential audio, and about the power supply, it can support DC 12 voltage. Okay. Next is the CPU table about 926. 2 types, the Core Ultra 5, 125U, and another is 225U. 12 cores and 43s. Okay, other is the frequency. You can check in this table. Okay, the next is the 16. The 621 use the Alder Lake N series. Now we have the N115. It's this one. The TDP only 6 volt. The lower consumption. Okay. Next is the picture of these 2 new products. Is the 16 is the CPU and a memory slot. You can add a DDR5 memory in here. Okay, and a CPU fine connector. This is the connector MXM 3.1 gold fingers, the standard MXM 3 standard design. And it's the 21, the CPU and the memory slot, and the standard MXM connector. Okay. Next is the dimensions of these 2 new products. The 16 is the 16th picture, and it's the 21st, the small standard design. Next is the highlights of the 16. The first is the new CPU architecture. It's the Intel Core Ultra mobile CPUs, and it's highly compatible with the various operating system. And next is the low power consumption with high energy efficiency. They are designed for the low power consumption. The basic power is 15 volts, and it is very suitable for wireless cooling design. And the next is integrated AI computing engine. It has Intel AI Boost and the Intel NPU AI engine. It can support to 40 TOPS of the total AI performance. And the next is the high performance GPU, the integrated GPU. Can support 8K display. Also support the HDMI 2.1 and the DP 2.1 signal for the display output. And next is the memory. The high frequency memory can support the DDR5. And the next is the design, the node design. It's the standard design. It can suitable various spots. Okay, the next is the new architecture, new CPU architecture, and it has low power consumption, high energy efficiency. It has 25% reduction in the power consumption, and the basic power is 15 volts. It's very suitable for fineless cooling designs. Okay, the next is the NPU engine. It can support to 40 TOPS of total AI performance, and it can also support the 8K display. Okay. Next is the memory. Can support DDR5 single channel. Only is the one DDR5 memory. Next is the 21's highlights. Also the new architecture planned for the Alder Lake and CPU. It's a flexible platform. Can support various operating system. And next is the low power design. The CPU is designed for low power consumption with a base power range from range of 6 to 15 volts, and you can choose the wire temperature power input. Also very suitable for fineless cooling application. Next is the GPU. The integrated GPU can support 4K display. Also have DP 1.4 and HDMI 2.1 signal. Okay, the memory supported L5 memory, and also the node standard design. Okay. Is a new plan for the new plan for low power consumption, 6 to 15 volts. The CPU is now is only have N115 this model. Okay, next is the display, the memory. The memory DDR5 memory, 4K display. Okay. Next is the ordering information about I916. The two model S2 and T2 different CPU. One is the 125U another is 225U. Okay, this is some description of the I/O function and the power supply. It's the 721. Use the Alder Lake N150. This is the description of it. Okay, the next is the node series type. There are 4 different types. Have different size, and the connector is different. You can choose on your mind, on your demand. Okay, next is the advantages of our node series. The integrated design can reduce your design cost, and it has can improve the efficiency. Okay. It's the plan of our new product, the small batch production. Okay, next is the corresponding product, the KMDA-3306 and the KMDA-26 and 32. The 6 use the NODE-I916 board, and the 32 use the 721, the NODE-721. Okay. It's the roadmap of the KMDA series. Now we are in Smart Industrial 2. We have KMDA-3306 and 2632 in the 2025. Okay, the next is the highlights of our KMDA-6. About the CPU, it's equipped with the Ultra series. It's the Ultra architecture, and also supports. It can support up to 34 TOPS. The 34 TOPS AI performance, and and it has the expansion slot. It can support the Wi-Fi or 5G or 4G, the functional module, and it's the DIO channel, 8-bit DIO. And it's a fine design, so it has good cooling. And next is the CAN port and the serial port, 2 CAN port and 4 serial port, 3 line port, or you can option, and it has optional 6 port, the switch port, 6 switch ports. And about our other I/O functions, 6 USB and 4 serial port. So it's very suitable for sensors and data connection device. And other is the size. About the size is the compact size, so very suitable for the AGV and other robots. About the power supply, it can support 9 to 36 voltage. Okay. It's the features of the 6. There are also 2 models, S2 and T2. The difference is the CPU. One is the 125U, another is 225U. About the memory, it can support DDR5. The storage have mSATA and another is SATA 6 signal. And the mSATA with SATA 6 signal, or you can choose PCIe X1 signal. It is auto switch. And about the display, 2 HDMI and 1 audio port. And about the I/O function, 3 line ports. Use the Intel i210 chips. And you can choose add more 6 switch port. And have 2 USB 3, 4 USB 2, and 2 CAN port. The DIO is 6-bit insulated DIO. 6 COM ports is the description of the serial port. About the expansion slot, it have 1 mini PCIe with same slot, so you can add the 4G or 5G module. Another is M.2 slot, can support NVMe storage. It's the dimensions of the new product, the compact size. Okay, it can support DC 9 to 36 voltage input. And the operating temperature, it can support 20 below 0 degree to 70 degree. Okay, it's the I/O panel of the 6. We can let's look the picture. It's the power button, the power supply connector, and the 2 USB 2, 2 USB 3, 2 HDMI port, 2 line ports. And it's the CAN port, 1 and 2 CAN port. It's the DI, it's the DIO port, and another is the 4 CAN port. Okay, another side, line out the mic port, the SIM card slot, 1 line port, 2 USB 2, remote switch, and the 2 COM port. Okay, it's the dimensions, the pictures of the 3306. It's the market application based on the high performance and the lower consumption and the compact size. So it's very suitable for the like the HV or the robots or the machine visions or other application. The smart production line workstation. Okay, next is the 32 features of the 32 features. Also, the CPU is Intel Alder Lake N series, and the power supply can support 9 to 36 volts. The low power design and the low power and rich features design. And about the size, compact and finest design. And type 2 CAN port 6. The 6 port is RS485, and another and two can choose. You can choose switch 232 or 485. Okay. And about the DIO 8DI6DO channel. The display HDMI display port can support 4K signal. And the design is finest design because of the CPU's low power, so it's can use the finest design. And the 4 USB and the 2 line ports. Okay, another is wireless communication, can support Wi-Fi, 5G or 4G. It's the features of the new this new 32. The CPU is Alder Lake N series, and the memory can support DDR5. The storage, one mSATA slot can support mSATA signal SSD. The display HDMI 2 and the I/O function 2 line ports, RJ45 connector, 2.6, 2.3, 2 USB 3, 2 USB 2, and 2 CAN port, 6 RS485 2 switch RS 232 or 485, and the DIO 8-bit DI 6-bit DO. About the expansion, PCIe mini PCIe slot with PCIe X1 signal and the USB signal can support the functional module. And another mini PCIe slot with SIM card slot can support the 4G module, and another is PCIe X1 signal. Also support the functional expansion. Okay, it's the size of the 32. And about the power supply, can support DC 9 to 36 voltage. The operating temperature 0 degree to 60 degree. Okay, next is the I/O panel of 2632. It's the power supply, DC 12 voltage, or you can choose the wide temperature solutions. Can support 9 to 36 volts. and it's the HDMI port, 2 USB 3 to USB 2, the 2 line port. It's the power button. Same power slot. The CAN port is the 8 COM port, the serial port 8, and it's the DIO port. Okay, it's the dimensions picture of this new product. Okay, next is the market application. Also, about regarding the low power consumption and the compact size and the finest design is very suitable for smart security system like the small gas fire detection or and other application like smart engine and smart environmental protection or the smart architecture. Agriculture. This is the ordering information of the 3306. Have 4 models. The 3306. The difference is the switch ports. If you want to add more 6 switch ports, you can choose the 3307. And the S2 and T2 is the different CPU. Okay, it's the power adapter information. Okay, this plan of our new product. Next is the 32 ordering information to model. It's the standard and it's the wired power supply. The S2, the standard model only support DC 12 voltage, and the WP model can support 9 to 36 voltage. Okay, it's the power adapter information. Okay, it's the plan of this product. Okay, that's all my presentation today. Next is the Q&A part.
Okay, now is the time for the Q&A session. So please feel free to type your question in the chat box. We will answer you back. Is there anyone has any questions? After this webinar, if you have any question, you can contact us or your sales representative. Thank you again, once again for joining us today. And if you would like to learn more or request product information, please don't hesitate to reach out. And also you can follow us on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook. And also we will send you today's slides and the recording by email. So stay tuned. See you next time.